Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news update as they drop all over the world. So for now, I'm going to start with today's morning show. So I saw a report from Football London say Gary Lineker and Alan Shearer. We don't play football before, like Alan Shearer, one of the deadliest striker. We don't play for this EPL. They're gonna give Gyokeres meaningful advice, like they see the struggles when they pass through. So them can they advise and like saying be their younger brother. So I would like to take us through the report and unpack some of the things they said because it really resonated with me and a part of the things means if I don't talk before. Now Victor Gyokeres offered help by Gary Lineker and Alan Shearer amid his struggles at Arsenal. So when you read the reports, the lengthy reports, Gary Lineker and Alan Shearer have stated what they want to see from Gyokeres. The guy is struggling for goals since he actually joined Arsenal. You get. Now, Lineker was saying this on the Restless Football podcast. He said, I have watched him quite closely the last few weeks. Like most strikers, he waits to see where the ball is going and then attacks the space. But that is what defenders do. That is not what strikers do. Now, let us piggyback to what I posted yesterday. When I show now that movement for that pass where Bukayo Saka give Gyokeres, so Gyokeres no attack that space in between the two defenders, but Martinelli attacks that space. You see where they come from there, because when you look at the comment section, a lot of people are criticizing Bukayo Saka that Saka is selfish. Saka is selfish, and they are absolving Gyokeres. Me, I dey let you know say Gyokeres need to improve on his movement. See, two truths. I was debating with somebody. I told the person two truths can coexist. Saka is selfish. It is true. Gyokeres is not amping up his movement. He need to improve his movement. It is true. So no go dey attack Bukayo Saka, they praise Gyokeres. No, it takes two to tango. The argument of Saka no dey give am pass, therefore himself don tire. What if Saka come out and say, I dey put ball, he no dey enter space, because I don tire? What will you say to that? So you don't sit on one side. My own be say, let's both of them not give up on each other. Make everybody dey help each other, because at the end of the day, now we go suffer, we no go win our goal. You get? So I just want to use this first slide to settle that argument of God. I saw a lot of people in the comment section, they were praising the Gyokeres, saying don't score 1 million goals before. Now they know they give him the pass. And that's if I don't tire for Saka, that's why I don't move again. As a striker, you have to keep moving. Now, away from waiting Gary Lineker can talk, say now only defenders they wait me ball, but they see where ball they go. As a striker, take a gamble, run into space. Now, as a striker, you have to gamble on where you think the ball might go. And you go there just as it is about to be crossed. So that way, you steal a match on the defender, which was what Martinelli did, and Gyokeres didn't do it in that particular incident. So that one normally said Gyokeres no, they make moves for other incidents too. But we are looking at that yesterday's context. I believe before yesterday, I believe when they played that game. Now, Lineker say a lot of the time the ball won't go that way, and I don't see him doing it that often. For example, Dominic Calvert-Lewin did a perfect example of how to do that for the Leeds goal at Sunderland. He didn't wait. He pulled away and then sprinted at the near post and hoped the ball would be delivered there. And the ball was delivered. Now, you can talk say, for Gyokeres, I don't see that too often from Gyokeres at present. And the players that score big goals, big numbers, like Haaland, Kane, Lewandowski, they make those kind of moves into spaces. I always thought you can learn to do that, and it's the common sense of probability when you think about it. Alan Shearer can't come into the conversation where they call it about how Gyokeres the struggle and all these things. Instead of can't give your own little to advice. He say, I think it's a lot easier when you have someone that's right-footed playing on the right, but in this case, I think Saka can go both ways, and that makes it more difficult for the defender. But it doesn't stop you gambling and making sure that first movement is very key. Now, Shearer talk say if the ball doesn't come in from then, so what? You can't then get disheartened. You have to keep going. If 10 balls comes in and you get only one of them, fine. You've done your job. Now Shira is answering those who they talk say he don't tire for Bukayo Saka. Then they make run. Saka no dey see am. That's why no make run again. No, you have to continue making those runs. Just like as we tell Bukayo Saka say, you have to keep putting the balls in. Make nobody give up on anybody. As a striker, whether they find you, they no find you, you must keep running into space. As a winger, whether you drop juicy, delicious on the platter of gold balls and people don't get to those balls, it shouldn't stop you from putting those balls in. This thing no be rocket science. Now the way it's supposed to be. Now, someone is checking back. You have to make those runs. I did a piece early on Gyokeres tenure to say Arsenal, now Shira dey talk, he say Arsenal have to get used to him. And also he has to get used to them. And as of now, it has not happened yet. Now, Lineker come add say, okay, make I first address that one. You see, even that yesterday, somebody entered my DM and was saying some things, and the crux of everything when they talk now, absorbing Gyokeres, making it look like it's a one-way street. Only Bukayo Saka go find the guy. I said no. Now, two ways. Gyokeres need to improve. Saka need to improve. Odegaard need to improve. All these truths can coexist because Saka don't collect a lot of flack, even from me. You get. I don't enter Bukayo Saka, but at the same time, you have to also tell Gyokeres to improve with his movements. Run into space. Whether they find you, they don't find you. Now look at what Lineker is saying. Lineker said, I take it back to the conversation we had with Haaland, and people would say sometimes Haaland not dey play anything for game, but at the end of the day, he go score. You get. Now Lineker called it to say people don't see the 30 or 40 runs Haaland makes into space, and he doesn't receive the ball. But he keeps going until he gets one. That is what we are saying Gyokeres should do. Keep running into space. If you like, run into space 20 times and they find you only 2. So be it. The people will find you 2. They're going to try to improve. But you as a striker, you don't stop running into space. So that is the biggest message we will send to Gyokeres today. And I know say it is quite unfortunate. Like what's in Lineker talk say, Gyokeres never understand the Arsenal system. Arsenal players never understand that. It is true, you get. I keep saying this thing, that it is unfortunate that he came in at the time we want to win the league. So that is why we don't really get patience with him. Our patience is running thin. Because now this season we say we won't win well again. Next season, Liverpool are going to be stronger. Liverpool don't go lose guard. Last season, Man City lose guard. This is the Man City. This is the Semenyo now. They don't almost add that one. So the second half of this season is going to be a banger. So we could be very, very careful. Now, away from that, I can't see this particular report on goal.com where Ian writes, they talk about our Arsenal team. Say anxiety. They make us play like saying a basketball they play. And when they say basketball, you know basketball now end-to-end stuff. You go to run, go dunk, run, go do it. So now what it come be like say we do, you get. So it's say we need to kill off that anxiety, you get, kill it off. Now I go check flash score, you get. Normal, they always check them every match day or a day before the match day to see who and who they injured, who they're questionable. From their own analysis, which they always say accurate. Now they say the only people waiting for will not play side. Now Max Doman, Mosquera, and Ben White, those ones never they available. Now from their own analysis, Timber is okay, Calafiri is okay, Nkapi is okay, Rice is okay, everybody else they okay. Now when you look at somebody like get many problems with Cash and Buba Kamara, they already suspend when they available. They have many players out, but even the Kamara will be defensive midfielder first choice when they go there, Yuri Tillemans. Now go replace him again. So see their own preferred formation within the season. Arsenal is going to play Nkapi, Gabriel Magalhaes, Saliba, Simba, then Rice, Zubimendi, Odegaard. This is a projection. You get look at Aston Villa's own. It's also a projection. They will go wait and see, and whether Naso will be or whether Arteta will do something different. If Calafiri they fit, maybe they go play Calafiri. But based on Calafiri may not be 100% fit, and Nkapi is in body, so maybe Nkapi now go start ahead, but Mo just watch and see how things go unfold at the end of the day. Now, Sports Mo can they give us their own timeline for when Arsenal players go come back from their injury list. So Julian Timber, now this Aston Villa game. In fact, London Evening Standard yesterday, their own timeline to Julian Timber, not Aston Villa game. Everybody believes say in the okay. So that's rest to them give him. You don't heal whatever it is that is disturbing him. You get. So even Kai Havertz, now Aston Villa game, they feel say if it today on the bench, get so at least you don't the train, you don't the train, you don't the build form, don't the build as a form, don't the build fitness. Get so that one self they make the watch and see. Ricardo Calafiori, they believe say in the okay. After all, nobody saying that something serious. He just felt something. You get so I don't think it's something serious. Aston Villa game, they believe say he probably is going to be on the bench for that particular game. Now Ben White, the reason say Ben White, the prognosis is that he's going to be available January 17th. You get so at that time Ben White going to come back with Mosquera January 17th because they don't they out for long. And when you look at Arsenal injury record, it's usually between 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. Nobody don't really go out for a lengthy period like that. Yes. So 4 to 6 weeks, we never get any ACL, thank God, or something will require surgery. I think now only can have that from August will require surgery, and that one don't like maybe August, September, October, November, December, like 4 5 months. Yes, that it took him. So we never really get anything in that nature. You get so I thank God for that. So anytime soon, we're going to be expecting a full house. That's assuming people no really not go back to the injury table. Now, away from that, so according to this report from Florian Plettenberg, who is aka Pletigo, one of the journalists that works with the Sky Sports. So he got to understand, says Semenyo already reached an agreement with Manchester City over a move for January. Personal terms are not seen to be a problem. You get so Man City have open talks with Bournemouth to negotiate the details of the fee. You get all is quiet regarding Semenyo and Liverpool at the moment. And I think Fabrizio Romano said put mouth on this. But first off, let's go with Sammy Mokbel. We talk say Baba don't pack him bag already. You get so he won't come out anytime soon. But according to say Bournemouth get their own plans. So Bournemouth wants to make him never go now. They want to make him play the first 2 games of the new year. Make him play the match against Arsenal on the 3rd of January and make him play the match against Tottenham Hotspur on the 7th of January before he go find his square root. But him no one risk him because the deadline is 10th. Before you know now, if he play on the 7th, before you know now, before Man City and Bournemouth go agree, 10th fee just reach now, Bournemouth will change their mind, say, we don't do it again. The deadline don't reach. So coach, you know those kind of things. So we'll just watch. But he won't come out January 1st, bang. He won't define his square roots. Say no do again. Fabrizio Romano self talk and say Man City are going to be speaking with Bournemouth. No, they talk everything, but we'll just come on there. Be like say Arsenal no go fit hijack that deal because they say they don't accept personal terms. Now, Carlos Cuesta, we come up for Arsenal. Go, I think it was Palmer. He say it was like leaving Arsenal. It was maybe the most difficult decision of my life. I was incredibly happy at Arsenal, surrounded by incredible people in an incredible project, not only with great players and a path that is only growing and growing, but with a person who has been incredibly important for me, which is Mikel Arteta. I guess. Now, not only that, Arteta is an incredible person. He has always been extremely supportive through the whole process and still is. I can't speak well enough about who he is, not just as a leader and as a coach, but as a human being. So just been very, very happy with Mikel Arteta. All right, so at this point, Spoke will bring you a message from Kadesh Resources Limited. So they have a property for sale. Now, 2 plots of land with old structure on the 2 plots of land. It is located at Okboro Road, Artillery, by Mr. Sweets in Port Harcourt. Now, the documents, some of the documents we follow this land come. Number 1, the certificate of occupancy, popularly known as C of O. So it is included. Then the survey plan is also going to be provided. Then the price of those 2 plots of land with this old structure on it is 200 million, and it's going to be negotiable. So this particular structure, this land is suitable for event center, supermarkets, bar, club, church, school, whatever you want to build on it. Now your own personal choice. Now, if you're interested on these 2 plots of land with this old structure on it, make you contact Mr. Emmanuel on +234 8136364845 or +234 816 788 0312. You can contact Mr. Emmanuel via WhatsApp or through call and get in touch with him ASAP if you're interested in this land. Now, also, I'm going to bring you a message from Bilito, Nigeria.
Your favorite wine drink for your party and celebration in every occasion. Call your friends and family, time to celebrate. Have a good time. Pura Sepa wine. Pura Sepa comes in different variants. There's I like the red wine. Pura Sepa wine. Relax and enjoy your life with Pura Sepa wine.
All right, so Pura Sepa wine is brought to you by Bilito Nigeria Limited. So it's a Spanish wine. It's an alcoholic drink. So if you're interested in their products, you want to use it as for your events, or maybe you want to be one of their distributors, make you contact Mr. Julius on 08033264146. His number is at the bottom of the screen, so get in touch with him ASAP. Now, for the match we'll play against Brighton, after the game, you can't get one portion where Magalhaes and Saliba they discuss. Now the lip readers, you say get people say if you dey talk, they go dey far, they go just look the movement of your mouth, they go talk until you talk. That's why I go say sometimes players they cover mouth because they don't want lip readers problem. So they come talk say that was the video. They say waiting Saliba, they tell Magalhaes, saying they speak French. For instance, Magalhaes said they hear French. He say on espace Azez Machin, you get in the tell Gabriel Magalhaes. We can translate say we are not mean enough. As in, Baba, all these strikers, we need to jack back them, we need to scatter their bones. We need to show them, say, you know, those kind of level now. I believe say why they talk all this now based on say Magalhaes know these things. So if they pay with Nkapi, they pay with all those other defenders, pay with Simba, if you say that physicality, where they let them know, they let people they know. So you know they. But now if you say Magalhaes don't come back, I got a client and say, Baba, I'm all resume where we did before. You get more, they let them know. You get because now all those physicality they make go here say attacker will play against us. They can't how many times they let touches our about 18. All those kinds of so Saliba want me they activate and back. I mean say are they very, very happy. Now the way me I take interpret what did they talk about so that you can know if you go interpret them in a different way. Now away from that, when you look at what the London Evening Standard is saying. Now, they say Arsenal must keep title nerves at bay as statistics show that change is coming. Now, they say against Brighton, we had 15 shots to Brighton's 0 in the first half alone. Gabriel Martinelli blazed over late on when he should have put the match to bed. Saka also failed to convert his chance clean through when it was 1v1 with the goalkeeper. We are blessing a dunk, Nikon Takula. The thing is, like Arteta said, he loves one thing about the team. We keep generating chances, even though we know they convert most of those chances, but we keep generating. So the thing is, like what Charles they talked this morning, once we keep generating, a big score line is coming. Because we can't always keep generating and not converting. No. Say if you be saying against Aston Villa, against all us, people don't go expect time. You go see 3-0. It will shock you. That's what's the talk. Saying they feel say even that Aston Villa game, we will ever create as long as at the Emirates Stadium. So that one self day. Now you get another two way what's going to talk this morning. Say you don't hear this argument. Say because Saka is selfish, Saka is selfish. Say you no really think say Saka is selfish because they see sometimes Saka go put in balls and nobody they attack those balls. You see back to that argument why they talk. Those way they say and Gyokeres and Saka in the enter space. Saka no the giver. I'm going tired. They say no enter again. What if Saka come and say but are they put balls? You know the enter space. I'm not the give ball again. Okay, so what will happen next? Because that the angle where Watts they come from. Watts is defending Bukayo Saka. Then Saka they put in balls. Nobody they gets to the ball. He gets. So two truths can coexist. Saka they put in ball. Nobody they enter up. Gyokeres they move into space. They know they find out. What we are asking for is improvements. They are both our players. You can't throw them away. So it is improvements, more camaraderie, more understanding. That is what we are asking for at this moment. Even Clint Morrison also came out and said for the match we'll play against Aston Villa, make Rice no play as right back because Rice will be needed in the midfield. Very, very key for that Aston Villa game. But at this point, we don't really know. Today's supposed to be Arteta's press conference, but I hear say Arteta no go do press conference. I never really confirm. I'm just the watch. They say get the one we don't do already. Say they go still post that video. You get it already talk about the Aston Villa game. Moku they watch. Any way they go. Whenever the video drop, I will still react to them. Either I go live or I still do another video, but I will surely react because I'm keenly interested in knowing the fate of Timber, knowing the fate of Calafiori. Very, very key. In fact, this game against Aston Villa is a cup final. It is going to decide the title race. If we win, move ahead. If we draw, Baba, it's a disaster. Because if we draw, Man City beat Sunderland, about one day equal neck and neck, but they go there ahead of us based on goal difference. And once they are ahead, Baba, that comes with a different pressure psychologically and otherwise. Get so you know go really dey good like that. So we must see how we do am. Now, I dey look wetin dey call am. I dey look Eberecheze. Some people go dey wonder say why Eberecheze no dey play? Why did they bench am? Why did they do this? Why did they do that? Me, I can't think am today. Do you know that Eberecheze is not built to play every 3 days? Some of you may not know that this man is asthmatic. In the use inhaler. In fact, the first day why I see him after Crystal Palace match, when he carry inhaler, they do pow, pow, pow. I was like, pa, pa, pa. I said, kilo shele. This guy is an asthmatic patient. I can't go do research. I can't say doctor they follow am, they give am drugs. They make sure say in dey okay. You know, just be like other asthmatic people wey dey lazy. The guy feel run up and down, but they monitor am, get close relationship with him personal doctor. So they make sure say in dey okay. So that is why you see say this guy never really dey play much. So this first season, he go use am acclimatize to playing every 3 days. Then from next season, he go don dey part of him system. Because at Crystal Palace, I think they play once a week. Once a week. You get blessing and now they just qualify for European football, which is why it is affecting them because they are not built for that. They don't have the team to do that. So when you are talking about Eberecheze, put that into consideration when you analyze him. Understand he's an asthmatic patient, so you know they easy for him. You get, but I believe say with time, he go get used to him. You get, despite his medical troubles, he go get used to him. Now, away from that also, Sam Dean, who is one of the journalists I work with Sky Sports, he also works with the Telegraph. So in September, say the Emirates Stadium has become an anxious venue because Arsenal know they blow teams away. That's one of the biggest problems. Say Arsenal know they blow teams away based on say we go score one before you know now 1-1. We'll come to find 2-1, or we will score 2 before you know now 2-1. We'll come to try to defend, try to do in the last 4 games. Like last time we play for Emirates in the last 2 games, let's say 2 games, it has been very, very anxious. So we need to start blowing teams out of the waters. Arteta is saying it, I'm saying it, you are saying it. The players need to work on that aspect. Also, Sam Dean can talk another thing. He can talk, say, the best news for Arsenal, aside the 3 points they get against Brighton, now the fact, say, Martin Odegaard don't dey in form now, in performance. It is the clearest sign that he's returning to top form. For that game, Odegaard created the most chances, played the most passes in the final third. In fact, no Arsenal player won possession more times than Odegaard did 5 times. You see, say, that's what we always say here. Form is temporary. Class is permanent. You see, Gyokeres is a classy player. He's just not in form. That form, he go still come. Me, I believe that one. Bukayo Saka is not in form now. That form, he go still come. But you can't take away the class from all these players. He did body, he gets. All right, let's bring a message from Mobile Associates and Co-Limited, Sudan to Construction Services, Dredging, Canalization, Real Estate and Shore Protection Works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, call them on +234 80646422 34, and they're located at number 7 Ekenwo Road or Razi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of their services, please do reach out to them. So, my dear Arsenal lovers, the biggest news of the day, I'm the fact say Alan Shearer and Gary Lineker, they offer meaningful advice to Victor Gyokeres. So, with that being said, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show and like come your way later in the evening to give you the evening news. So then, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. I came out. All right, guys. Ciao.